Okay, so what is the overall culture of the company? So is it team-based? Are there low or high levels of hierarchy? Is it competitive?
Competitive, no. It's very,
Yeah,
very, very big on what we push is team based.
yeah,
Hierarchy we do have, but in different levels, just for supervision, just for advice if they need managerial issues. There's always somebody
yeah. There's always
that's
a
higher
manager of
up.
every
There's a
department.
superior, yeah. But always, the biggest thing with us is that we want to make it based on teamwork.
Yeah, because I mean it's important with this industry. It's like a garment, and there's many steps that it has to go through in the production. So it has to be more team based.
That's right. And everybody needs to really know what's going on with the product
Yeah.
or with the customer.
So it's like a very open.
Mm-hmm.
The culture is very open. You
Yes,
know.
yes, yes.
Open levels of communication. Someone who, let's say, for instance, works in graphics. Let's say they go to see their manager. Their graphics manager isn't there that day. They'll come to see someone who's like a higher level manager. It's very like
That's
everyone
right.
feels free and comfortable.
That's right.
Okay. I have to just like steer it so that whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not good at that.
Okay, so do you think the organizational culture influences the kind of compensation the company offers? So basically, is it like aligned?
It
Which is
is
probably more of our
because
job
what
to decide.
happens also is that starting from from a shipping department, from order entry department, anything that can help loosen up the responsibilities of a sales and merchandisers, because here what happens is the sales and merchandisers are the same people.
Yeah.
Okay, so merchandisers and sales do a lot of footwork. So whatever we can help in the ladder for the salesperson to have more time to research, develop, sell, it all drops into their department. So it goes down to an order detail person, to a graphic person, whatever they can help with the sales force. To
that's the primary
that's
focus
right.
is
So,
sales.
That's right. So the incentive is really by the end of it, Philibar's incentive is their profit at the end of the year and it's shared.
Okay, now let me ask like merchandisers, okay? Like let's say someone like Angela or Sophie, they get bonuses based on how many lines or how many orders they give out, right?
Not based on sales. It's based more on profits, markups. You could sell a product for a penny. You'll sell lots, right? But it's selling it at the proper profit and working towards making that profit. Because at the end of the day, if the order detail person doesn't follow up, that garment is going to go by air.
Yeah.
So guess what happens? The profit doesn't come along.
Yeah.
So again, the sales merchandiser person, yes, will get the highest incentive. But it's also based on their teamwork, based on their department, on how they worked it out to make that.
Generally, they're like the manager within their department anyway.
Right. That's
so
right.
It makes sense that the compensation is like...
Yeah, and that's where the hierarchy comes along. You know, it comes into effect.
So let's say like graphics. Besides Virginia, who is the manager, they all make the same?
Yes.
Because they all work the same hours.
That's right. That's right.
They all get the same amount of vacation.
That's right. There's certain departments that will, if that's the case, then it becomes a profit sharing where, you know.
Yeah, profit sharing.
If everybody, it's not based on incentives of sales. To them, it would be a percentage just of profit sharing. Whereas then you have different ladders and different steps of the incentive. Is because if, again, it's sales. Sales is always the major. They have to push the sales. And their order detail department will probably get a little different percentage based on the graphics. So the order entry people, the warehousing people, all have different percentages, definitely. The hierarchy comes along again, where your salesman would.
What about like for like the whole fit department? They all make the same. The whole
many departments are just really percentage of profit sharing.
Okay.
And again, we also have
within the company as a whole.
Within the company, yeah. It becomes a percentage of what the profits are. Effort. I mean, if you see somebody here night and day working very hard, it's also reconsidered.
Yeah, so that gets...
It's not like this department, if we see one of the graphic girls here night and day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturdays too, yes, there will be a little bit of an extra. Thank you for
Okay.
that.
Is that like a bonus that comes monthly,
That becomes
yearly?
a bonus that comes yearly, and again based on profits.
The bonuses will come
Yearly, only.
like around Christmas,
when we close the year.
which would be
March.
December, March.
That's when
You do
we
your
really have
bonuses
our
in March.
numbers in March. We have all our numbers in March. And
Is
that's
that like
when we get
typical of the industry?
No.
That's just the way we
They
do
do.
it.
You know what? I don't know.
Okay.
But
Just the way it's
year
always
end
been
is
done.
usually December. We have it at the end of November, and this, it usually happens February, March.
Yeah, year end. The
Reviews
only
comes
like thing that it just has to be consistent every year. So I guess like 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was decided it was going to be done in March for whatever reason. They have to be consistent.
February, March. Also, there is reviews for each person.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we have.
Who
to
does
do
that?
The directors.
So
will
you,
do that. Myself, Roberta, and Theano.
okay,
Sometimes Barry will get involved.
okay,
Depends on the person. There's always a review.
and you review every single person. What about warehouse people?
Everybody, even to the point of the packers.
Okay,
They are just as important as everybody else.
yeah, because it's a team based.
That's right. And they are also considered with bonuses and profit sharing. Yes, everybody.
Okay.
Incentives, again, if we have a beautiful year, Barry always gives something special for Christmas.
Yeah.
At the same time, we also have benefits in the garment industry. We don't usually have Medicare, medical health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
We have health insurance. We have insurance, death insurance.
Dental.
Yeah, all that insurance, which we pay. Normally, an employee pays a percentage of. We pay full percentage of their benefits.
How come you just feel like it's...
That's Barry's.
That's my dad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to...
Yeah.
Just part of
Something
motivation.
extra. That's right.
Okay.
Always. People come in smiling.
Yeah. Okay. So, are there any recommendations or ideas that you think would make the compensation here better? Like, changes that you could see happening within the next few years, or just thought processes?
The biggest thing is to keep it a family affair, where you're one-on-one basis with an employee. That's the most important. If you're just corporate, it becomes a corporate environment.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we make it more that the incentive is that we can do it. It's like just the team. Biggest word is team in our company.
Mm-hmm.
Is that everybody works together for the final numbers.
Everyone works together for the final numbers, but you like to deliver kind of like a personalized approach to each employee.
That's right. Very big on that.
Okay. So do certain departments, we touched on this already, but do certain departments receive different forms of compensation? So like the sales or production receive different incentives or goals?
Right. They do.
So
the sales people do, and it's not based on sales, it's based on their profits.
Mm-hmm. Which should make sense. Okay.
Lots of companies do that.
Based on profits rather than sales.
Mm-hmm.
It makes more sense. Your profits with the cost, it's like it doesn't, Okay. Describe Philibard's compensation strategy. Meaning like, obviously it's salary based. Okay.
Health insurance. Again, there's little things that we do during the year that...
for instance, like food trucks, like
That's
bonuses like that, the Christmas parties, kids' Christmas parties, let's say...
Ice cream once a week for the summer, There's different things just to...
Little incentives, compensation incentives.
As for financially, again, it's once a year. It's based on bonuses. It's based on profit sharing. Yeah.
And because it is like such a family business, there's like also, let's say like when Steph had her baby shower with all the gifts, compensation like that.
Anything. We just have a little boy. One of the sons is in the hospital. We gave them Gada's son.
Oh.
So, Philibar sent him a DVD player, DVDs, food, whatever it has to be. Magazines, even for the mother to be busy.
Yeah.
Always. It's a personalized...
Yeah. When one person on the team falters, the rest of the team tries to become it.
That's right.
Okay.
And the biggest thing here is because you don't grow in positions as much as a corporate company, where it is the advantage is you can learn a lot. You can learn any department in here. There's always open. It's always open to anybody.
It's true. It's true because there's not a lot of
No.
In-house promotion.
No.
But
You know, of course there is if you're, on order detail and you want to go into merchandising, is if the department's growing, it'll
there's
grow.
switching.
But there's no real positions that really, it's not a big growing position. Everybody has their positions and then
there's always, those positions are needed. So
That's
like
right.
they need to basically stay in their position. If not, switch position, take
But
on a dual, whatever.
even an order detail person we won't stop them from going and knock on a customer's door either. So it's not something that here
Order
is your
detail is
A to
like
Z
me?
job.
Any
No, but somebody like Glenn, who's an order detail,
Oh, Glenn's order
is
detail?
also a merchandiser.
Okay.
Okay.
The phone was for you. I don't know if you want to pick that up.
Hello? Hi. Sorry, I'm still in a meeting. Yeah, I will. Thank you, bye.
Okay. What are the organization's strategic total compensation rewards objectives? That's like
What are what?
it's kind of a poorly worded question. Okay. What are the organization's strategic total compensation rewards objectives? So strategic total compensation rewards objectives. I know. Okay, basically.
Again,
like,
because we're such a small company, it doesn't really.
So we don't. Okay, we're talking. Okay, like you set for sales. So you set like yearly targets.
That's right. So every year we'll have meetings with the merchandisers, which are also sales, and they have to give us their projections of the year. Okay, and that is followed up every 6 months. But this is how we will know if we're going towards the right direction. It makes a very big difference that there is always discussions with the salespeople to get to where our profits and our sales of the year.
Yeah.
Again, discussions with a lot of the managers, the directors, Barry, the president. There's always discussions going on for newness, different brands. There has to be strategies to continue on. It can't always just be in the same level. It always has to have some strategies, different strategies. Anyways, we're going to try this way. We're going to try that way. There's always discussions.
So that's kind of like okay. So growing the business, strategies for growth are kind of included within the merchandiser's job. So they get compensated for the profits, but for every single, let's say, they come up with a new line, for instance,
That's right.
they're not going to get some exponential bonus for that line because that's part of their job description anyways. They have to be coming up. They have to be R&D. They have to be coming up with new individuals.
But some people don't. They'll just sit there and have their sales. So it is an incentive. It's still knowing that you see the person working very hard. That becomes a bonus. Not even a profit sharing, it becomes a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
It's that little extra because that person is always thinking outside their box. They are trying to different strategies, different ideas to go forward. And that's what we look for. And that's where a bonus would come along versus it's separate from a profit share.
How often do bonuses
Once a year. Same
But
time. It all kind of accumulates.
Okay, let's say out of the 70 employees, how many employees you basically get them on a yearly basis? Can you make that?
It depends. It really depends because you can have, again, it can be an order entry person that will get that extra.
No, I know, but like out of 70 people, 20 people get a bonus per year around?
For bonuses, it would be about 20.
Okay.
So you'd have like that. This is how we work it is at the end of the year, we break it down. We break it down by profit sharing. We break it down what they've done and accomplished for the year. different all the different things that they brought to the table. And again, it doesn't have to be a salesman.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
Anybody who puts in, okay, wait. For the profit sharing, I feel like we're going to need more details on that, but that's fine.
Just not a percentage.
No?
It's not based on percentage because it depends on what we profit.
So what is it based on?
It
How
doesn't
would you
go with a
evaluate that?
percentage. It really evaluate by numbers. It doesn't.
No, it's the profit sharing.
Yes, it's not like, let's say, for example, okay, we made 10%, everybody gets a 10% profit.
But like based on departments get a certain percent of that larger percent. That's what I want to know.
No.
Like, how is it broken down? Between
No, it would
departments?
be everybody.
Same amount?
Everybody would get the same amount.
So
base.
doesn't that mean that?
So your profit sharing is a base.
Yeah.
Your
That's
incentive
your
is
base
your
salary.
bonus. So there's your bonus. It becomes your bonus.
So there's maybe 50 out of 70 employees that just get base salary every year, on top of the little.
No, if you're having a profit, everybody will have a profit. Everybody.
But isn't the profit sharing your base salary? Did
No.
you just say that?
Base salary is your base salary. Then once we have a profit, there's something that goes to everybody.
Okay.
A little portion. It's not based on percentage,
Okay.
but there's a portion for everybody.
Okay.
And then there
On top
you
of that,
break it
there's
down.
a
On top of
bonus.
that, you'll have a bonus.
Okay, I can understand.
And that where would be the incentives for. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a salesman. Salesman is always got the workforce behind them. If their team is good, they all get the bonus.
Yeah.
Because it becomes a team. It's not a
totally
one-man
is a team.
show. It's not like a commission that you're getting your 10% for sales.
Yeah. So what are Philibars' policies and techniques and practices? I mean, I think we pretty much went over that.
Mm-hmm.
So then how do you think it could be improved?
Motivational speeches should be done more often than once a year.
Who does motivational speeches?
Barry.
Really?
Yeah,
To the
sure.
whole office?
Always.
To the whole office?
At least
Where
once
does
a year.
everyone go?
We go in the men's showroom, we have a
The
little
whole
motivational
office.
speech, and then after that we have departmental.
I've never seen that before.
Well, you never come. Guess what? You'll be coming soon. And we go departmental too.
Mm-hmm.
So at first it's the speech of the year.
Okay.
A little repetitive, but
Is
it's
it
still
funny?
speech of the- No, it's not funny. It's not funny. You have ups and downs for years, so
Yeah.
you have different speeches for different times of the
Yeah.
what happens throughout the year, history of what happened during the year. There's a discussion.
Yeah.
There's definitely a discussion that lasts an afternoon, and then after that they go on departments, seeing where there has to be some adjustments made. And their opinions. Very, very important to listen to your employees' opinions.
So it's more like there's like internal changes that happen every
That's
year,
right,
internal
every year.
change recommendations rather
That's
than
right.
compensation strategy.
That's right. Exactly like that. Even sometimes an employee that's not fit for that department, we will adjust it to see where they fit properly.
So you feel that as of now, the compensation strategy is like pretty good.
Yeah.
So you
For
wouldn't
sure.
really change anything.
No.
Okay.
Philibars' base salary is based on what's out there. We have a human resources person that looks up salaries yearly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whatever. I just Okay, but so our base salaries are minimum wage? Absolutely not. But
No. Base salary is based on a position. So if you're in graphics, graphic departments, if you go look up unemployment statistics, like graphic department makes a salary of this amount for that amount, that's where their base is. We don't want to because some days, unfortunately, if there's no profit sharing, they still have to live
And what about
properly.
for merchandisers? Are all merchandisers paid the same? No, definitely not, but they're definitely
They're based mostly the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
base
Yeah.
pay is the same,
It's
but
always
then the bonuses
base
are
is
different.
the same. It's always that profit sharing. It becomes a profit, the bonus, etc. That changes.
Now, do other people? Okay, are there certain employees here who have like stake in the company?
Yes,
Yes. How
the
many
directors.
directors have stake in the company?
That's right.
What's the percentages? You can't tell me that.
I don't know.
You
There's
don't
certain percentages.
Well, because it's important for our project.
I think that's the discretion of the president or advisor.
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask him. Okay, that's pretty much it for now. I think we covered whatever. This is at least enough for like preliminary.